lashes are fat.
Thank you. No, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
First off, I want to congratulate you on the book.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Huge fan, love it. I'm like, I got to read it and I love it.
Thank you so much.
And I love also the fact that you're a huge advocate for Asians in media, so thank you for that as well.
Yeah, girl, you're here. I'm here. Hey.
Well, can you tell me more about your character in the film?
Yeah, so Lydia's a photographer. She's kind of goth. She's a little alternative. She's best friends with Halston Sage's character, who's like new to the school. She's very much the voice of reason, kind of deadpan. It was really easy to play her actually, because we were kind of close in like vibe and energy.
Well, for this, what drew you to this role? Because like you're playing the best friend, and also you're out in the as a character.
Yeah.
So what attracted you to this fatal attraction in like for millennials?
I haven't done a lot of drama, so like a lot of my background's in comedy because I came up through stand-up, and I'd love the opportunity to do more like thrillers and horror and just like different genres. So that's kind of what drew me to it.
And okay, so the film is Fatal Attraction for Millennials, and you're active in social media.
Yes.
What do you feel like compared to the 80s, 90s Fatal Attraction to this one, which uses social media and media? So can you tell me what the difference is and also how important social media plays in now?
I mean, it almost feels like social media is a backdrop in the film because it's become such a necessary part of our everyday lives. It definitely helps with stalking. So Bella's character, like, you know, she has a lot of leeway in terms of like figuring out where people are and what people like just because the internet is so available to you. But it feels, it's not too different from like the 1980s vibes in terms of it's all driven by emotion, it's all driven by character, and you can totally understand where everybody's coming from.
Well, you have been acting for a long time, doing comedy, doing your everything that you've been doing. I saw last night's Stitchers. So, so can you tell me what advice did you give to the young, the new kids on the set?
I didn't give anyone too much advice. We kind of talked about our dating lives, and my main advice was like, in terms of curating your perception of yourself to the person that you're most vulnerable with and intimate with. Like, I am guilty of doing that sometimes. When I'm dating someone, you want to put your best foot forward. You want to show the best version of yourself, but at the same time, not lie about who you are, not hide your faults necessarily. So that was my main wisdom to impart to the cast, was like, don't necessarily let how involved we are in social media change the way that you present yourself to somebody.
Another thing is, we saw a clip of your character going through a seizure.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little hint?
Ooh, peanuts.
Oh, okay. So, and also, you're doing a lot more roles in Stitchers. Great job last night. You kissed a girl. I'm like, oh yes. How important is it for you as an Asian American to kind of showcase that we can be bi, we can be lesbian, we can be more than just what we set for minority?
It's super important. Obviously, I felt kind of conflicted because I'm not a member of the LGBTQ+ community, and so there is that dilemma of like, do you portray this? Because I was infuriated when Emma Stone played Chinese Hawaiian, but ultimately I thought, you know, I can bring a lot to this character. I do have a very like masculine alpha energy, and as long as I'm playing her like a complex person and not necessarily like a trope or something that I wouldn't necessarily be, because I could be lesbian, nobody necessarily knows that, and try to honor that, then I think it's good. It's good to try to represent as many voices as you can. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm sweating so
No,
bad.
no.